Afternoon, everybody. Lindsay here, getting ready for our 5 o'clock Vinyasa yoga class. So if you want to join us, go ahead and grab your mat, grab a blanket. If you've got blocks, grab them, whatever you need to be comfortable. We'll get started shortly. You coming for doggy yoga? Hey, you coming for yoga today? Come here. Liberty's gonna practice some yoga with us today. Hey, say hello, Libs. Are we gonna do some yoga? So we're just getting everything together. If you'd like to join us for 5 o'clock yoga, please feel free. Hey, Leah. Liberty! She's gonna do yoga with us today. We'll see how that goes. We'll give it a try. You gonna do some yoga, Libs? Yeah, she's ready. So welcome, everybody. Go ahead and grab your mats, any props that you might need, and we'll get started shortly. And if anybody has any requests for class today, please let me know. If you need extra attention for the shoulders or the hips or your legs or whatever it might be. If you need something to calm your nervous system, if you need a breathing technique, feel free to let me know in the comments. We'll get started in just a moment or so. Welcome, Leah. Okay, so welcome everybody. Remember to please listen to your body as we move throughout the practice this afternoon. And And we'll start in a comfortable seated position. So as you arrive here, lengthen through your spine, maybe sitting in Sukhasana, easy pose, or if that's not comfortable for you, finding a position that does feel supportive. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Begin to soften through the face. Unhinge the jaw. And take a moment to bring all of your awareness into your body right now. Maybe closing your eyes or finding the softest gaze possible. And start to scan your body from your toes all the way up to the crown of your head. Just taking your time as you observe whatever sensations are present right now. Without judgment, simply observing what you're noticing on a physical level. Notice that sensation of your sitting bones grounding down into the mat below you. Maybe allowing the tongue to rest at the roof of the mouth, right behind the top of the teeth. You can bring the thumb and the index finger together to touch for Gyan Mudra to help enhance your focus tonight. And allow your attention to now move to your breath. Finding that place in your body where you're experiencing the most sensation with your breath right now. And then we'll begin to slow down and deepen those breaths. Breathing in through your nose, expand the belly outward like a balloon. Fill the rib cage in every direction. Fill your upper chest with breath. And exhale, releasing the air from the top of the lungs all the way down to the bottom of the belly. Navel pulls in towards your spine. Continuing to slow down and deepen your breaths. Each inhalation starts at the bottom of the belly and rises all the way up to the upper chest. And as you exhale, releasing every last inch of stale air. And take a moment to consider what you might need from your practice tonight. What is it that your body needs? What is it that your mind, your emotional state is asking for you to pay attention to? And then get really specific about an intention for tonight. Letting the awareness come back to the breath when you're ready. Breathing in, feel the length through your spine. And as you exhale, begin to hinge from the waist and fold forward, keeping your hands on your knees. Inhaling, rock your torso to the right and back. And exhale, tip to the left as you round forward. And continue making circles at your own pace. Moving fluidly and exploring what your body might need from this today. Never pushing or forcing, finding a balance here between effort and relaxation. The next time you tip forward, pause and we'll reverse, inhaling to the left and back, exhaling to the right, round forward. Continuing at your own pace. letting your awareness rest with the breath, with your body in this moment right now. The next time you tip forward, pausing, walking the arms out in front of the body, coming into a little seated forward fold. So keeping those sitting bones grounded down into the mat, and relaxing through your shoulders, relaxing through your upper body. And then breathing in very carefully, make your way back up through center. We'll do a little Utkatasana series here. So place your right hand on the left knee. Breathing in, sweep the left arm forward. And then as you exhale, left arm sweeps back, gaze over your shoulder, and then plant the hand a few inches from the base of the spine. Now make sure you're not leaning back here, but you're continuing to feel that axial extension. Both sitting bones are grounded, and you're gazing over your right shoulder. Each inhalation invites that extension and that length through your spine. And the exhalation invites you to soften a little deeper into the twist. And then staying in the twist on the inhale, the right arm rises. And as you exhale, draw the left shoulder toward the left knee or thigh as you arch over. Rotating your rib cage open, gently gazing up, if that feels supportive on your neck. And then exhale, releasing the left hand down to the right knee as you round and release forward. Breathing in, slowly rising back up. And let's switch the direction of the legs. So if your right leg was in front, bringing the left leg forward or vice versa. And as you arrive here, bringing the left hand to the right knee. Inhale, right arm reaches forward. And as you exhale, sweep that arm back. Follow with the gaze as you look over that left shoulder. Breathing in, find the length in your spine. Exhale, find a sense of softness and relaxation. And just notice, are you holding on to any unnecessary tension in your body? Can you soften the muscles of the face, unhinge the jaw? Notice where that tension resides. And then breathing in, that left arm rises as you stay in the twist. Right arm, and exhale. Guide that right shoulder over toward the thigh, rotating open, gazing up, expansive breaths. And then exhale, rounding forward, hand to the knee. And just take a moment here. Breathing in, rise back up, and as you rise, sweep the arms out and open, lift your heart. As you exhale, tuck through the tailbone, round through the spine, bring the hands to opposite shoulders. Breathing in, sweeping open wide, lifting the heart. And exhale, opposite arm comes on top as you round through the spine, draw the chin to the chest. And continue this a few times, beginning to open up through the spine, the upper body. Linking the movement with your breath. Last time. Inhale, open, and exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin in, and give yourself a little embrace here. Maybe rocking from side to side. And then we'll rise back up and carefully transition to the hands and knees on the mat. When you arrive, finding tabletop pose. We'll begin with a little sunbird today. So really ground down here through the hands and the knees. Spread the fingers wide. Inhale, lift the right leg back. Exhale, round through the spine, right knee to nose. Breathing in to left and exhaling, knee to nose as you round. Now you can continue doing just this, or if you want a bit more of a challenge, ground into that right hand, making sure it's under that right shoulder, and on the inhale, lift the right leg, left arm. Exhale, elbow and knee meet as you round through the spine. Find a pace that feels supportive for you. Remember, you can always rest. You can always opt out. Listen to your body. And the next time you rise, pause here. Now press back through that right heel. Engage the muscles, squeezing muscle around bone. You're pushing into the mat, lifting yourself up. Left shoulder's plugging into the socket. And notice the crown of the head is extending forward. One more breath here. And then on an exhale, you can either release down or you can bend the right knee, sweep the left hand back for the foot, and arch as you lift. Maybe gazing over your left shoulder. And then exhale, slowly release. Let's take a moment in child's pose. Take some release breaths here. Noticing if you're holding on to any tension or stress from your day, see if you can let it go with your breath. Breathing in through the nose and opening the mouth, letting it out with some sound. Maybe rocking from side to side here. And then finding stillness. Breathing in, we'll rise back up to tabletop first. Making sure that bone stacked above bone, so your knees under your hip, the hands are under the shoulders. And then inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, round through the spine, knee to nose. And again, you can continue keeping both hands on the mat, or if you want more of a challenge today, right arm lifts with the left leg. Exhale, elbow and knee meet as you round. Move at your own pace. Link the movement with your breath. Next time you lift, pause here. Press back through that left heel. See if you can let your hips be parallel to the mat. So if that left hip is lifted, draw it back down. Plug the right shoulder into the socket. And you're pressing down as you're lifting up and reaching in every direction. Now on the exhale, you can either release or bend the left knee, sweep the right hand back, lift and arch, gazing over that right shoulder. Expansive breaths. And then exhale, lowering the knee and the hand, and sit back into child's pose. You can rock from side to side here, or make any other little adjustments you might like, whatever makes your body feel good right now. One more release breath here. And as you're resting in child's pose, notice those parts of the body that are connecting to the mat, connecting to the earth below you. Just drawing all of your awareness here, noticing that support. And then when you're ready, we'll slowly press back to downward facing dog, tucking the toes, lifting and arching back. The feet are about hips width distance. You're pressing firmly into the hands, engaging your upper arms. Ears are lined up with the upper arms. And you can start by pedaling out, bending one knee at a time, maybe shaking the head out. Or bringing whatever gentle movement into this down dog that feels good for you. Remember, this is your practice. This is your body. You have a particular intention tonight. How can you align your movement and your breath with your intention and serve yourself and honor your body? And then find stillness here. Breathing in, the right leg rises, and as you exhale, step that right foot forward between the hands. Take a moment here to ground through the legs. And on the inhale, sweep the arms out and up, rising into high lunge. Softening through your shoulders, keeping the legs nice and strong. And just check in with this right knee, making sure it's in alignment with your hip. Knees pointing toward your middle toes, and it's stacked above or behind your ankle. And this back knee can stay slightly bent here as well. And remembering if high lunge is too much, that left knee can always lower down to the mat. On the next exhale, arms reach out to shoulders height. Flip the palms to face up. And then twist to your right. Stay strong through your legs here. Keep pressing both feet down into the mat. Inhale, rise back up through high lunge. Exhale, release both hands to the inside of the right foot. Lower your left knee down, untuck your toes. And then you can roll on to the outside of the right foot, letting the knee drop out to the side. If that feels supportive for a lizard lunge. You might stay here. If dropping your foot and your knee out doesn't serve you, you can stay on this right foot and just walk it out to the right slightly. And for those of you who might want to go deeper, another option, if it serves your body, is to come down onto the forearms. So be where you're at, modify if you need to, and breathe. On the inhale, we'll rise back up onto the hands. Bend your left knee. You can hang out here, or if it serves you, sweep the right arm back, reaching for that left foot. Maybe go gazing over that right shoulder. Receive a breath in, and then exhale. Release the hand back down. We'll bring the right foot to the mat, step the right hand to the outside of the right foot, and then tuck the toes and lift that left knee. Breathing in, straighten the right leg as you round through the spine, draw the right hip back. Exhale, bend the right knee. Breathing in, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart here in your runner's lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. And again, you can stay in stillness or bring some playful movement into your down dog. Just really tapping in and noticing what is it that you need right now. And then finding stillness. Inhale, left leg rises, and exhale, step that left foot between the hands. Take a moment here. If you'd like, you can lower the right knee, or on an inhale, use your core strength to rise up. You can check in with that left knee. Again, finding your alignment here. Soften through the shoulders. Stay strong through your core. On the next exhale, arms reach out wide. Palms face up. Stay strong through the legs, and as you exhale, twist to the left. Expansive breaths. Knowing you can always come out of a pose if you need to. Inhale back to center, arms rise. Exhale, both hands to the inside of the left foot. Come down to the right knee. And a few options. You can either come onto the outer left foot as you let the knee fall out, or if it serves you, you can walk that left foot out to the left a little bit more and keep it grounded. And for those of you who want to come down to the forearms, as long as that's comfortable in your body, you can do so. Extending the crown of your head forward. Continue feeling that length through your spine here. Breathing. and tuning in, staying present to this experience right here, right now. When you're ready, the hands come back to the mat. Now you can hang out here or bend the right knee and perhaps sweep that left hand back for the right foot. Expansive breaths, maybe gazing over your left shoulder, depending on what feels comfortable. And then exhale, releasing the right leg, left hand back to the mat. Left foot comes to the floor as you step that left hand out, and then find your way back to your runner's lunge. Pausing for a moment, staying strong through your legs. And then on the exhale, we're going to step the right foot to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold back down. And when you arrive here, maybe holding on to the elbows or wrapping the arms around the backs of the legs, or just lining up the fingers with the outer edges of the toes, your choice. You can have a little movement here, or you can simply find stillness. Let's receive 2 more breaths here. Exploring those parts of the body that are asking for your attention. When you find those places of tightness, see if you can send your breath there. And then breathing in, a slight bend of the knees, sweep the arms out and up, rise back up to tall mountain, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step the feet together, little space between your heels. Inhale, arms sweep forward and up. And exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips for chair pose. Pull the navel in toward the spine. Breathing deeply. If this is a lot on the shoulders, you can come into cactus arms or let the arms come out wide. And then place the weight into your right foot. Exhale, draw the left knee up, and then carefully step it back for high lunge. Arms can stay out by the sides here, maybe palms face up. Checking in with that right knee and the alignment. And then as you exhale, let's twist to the right. Now we're going to do a little playful flow here. So gently come back to center. Lower your left heel down and then sweep the right arm up, peaceful warrior. Inhale, rise back up to warrior. Lift that left heel as you swivel and twist back into that twisted high lunge. Let's do that again. Breathing in. Start to turn the body to the left. Ground your left heel. Left arm comes back as the right arm rises. Inhale, rise back up. Start to swivel the body forward. Lift the left heel. Coming into that twisted lunge. One more time. Breathing in. Twist to the left. Lower the left heel. Peaceful warrior. Pausing. Expanding your breath, staying grounded through the feet, strong through your legs. And then breathing in, rise up to warrior 2 from here. Gaze over the right fingertips. Breathing in, straighten the right leg. Exhale, reach. Hinge from the waist as you reach to the right, releasing down to triangle pose. Keep your legs squeezing in toward one another. Navel pulling in toward the spine. Shoulders are rolling in and down. You're still feeling that length from the crown of the head all the way down through the base of the spine. Breathing in, rise back up. And exhale, reverse your triangle, keeping your front leg straight. Breathing in, rise back up, bend your right knee, warrior 2. And then we're going to swivel forward, lift that left heel, coming into your twisted high lunge. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, plant your palms. Inhale to plank, and we'll take a flow. As you exhale, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhaling either cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a release breath here. Let go of any tension, any heat. And then find stillness. Breathing in, bend the knees, gaze forward. Breathing out, you can walk, step, or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, rise and reach. Palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Step your feet together. Keep a small space between the heels. And then inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips. Arms rise for chair pose, Utkatasana. Knowing you've got options for your arms. Find what feels most supportive. And then place the weight into the left foot. Draw the right knee skyward. And then exhale, step that right foot back for high lunge. Let the arms come out, shoulders height, maybe palms face up. Receive a breath in, and then exhale, twist to the left. Now we're going to do that little flow here, where we move right into our peaceful warrior. So breathing in, you're going to start to turn to the right, round through the right heel as you sweep the left arm up, left knee bends, peaceful warrior. Inhale, rise up, start to pivot forward, lift to the right heel, and twist to the left. Breathing in, turning to the right, grounding the heel, left arm rises. And then rising, turning forward, lifting that left heel as you twist to the left. One more time. Breathing in, lower that right heel, left arm rises. And then exhale, lift that right heel as you twist to the left in your high lunge. Breathing in, ground that right heel, come back to peaceful warrior. Pause here for a moment. Breathing in, rise up to warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Exhale, hinge from the waist, reach to the left. Triangle pose. Receiving some expansive breaths here. Finding the alignment in your spine. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Breathing in, rising back up, bending that left knee, gazing over the left fingertips. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Inhale to plank, and your choice of a flow. Exhale, either knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Inhaling, either cobra or up dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Release your breaths. You can get playful here with your downward dog, whatever movement feels good. And then find stillness. On the next exhale, walk your hands back to your feet for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then you can slide the hands underneath of the feet, letting the toes line up with the wrist crease. You can bend your knees as much as you need to arrive there. Or if you prefer another variation of this forward fold, feel free to take that. If you need a little stretch through your shoulders, an option is to bring your hands to clasp behind the back as you straighten the arms. So finding whatever version of this fold that you need right now. And then exhale, let's lower the hands if they were risen, or sliding the hands out from under the feet if that's where they were. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Place the right hand on the left shin, bend your right knee. Inhale, sweep the left arm out and open. Extend your spine forward here. So creating that right angle. And then exhale, release. Left hand to right shin, bend your left knee. Inhale, right arm sweeps out and open. Exhale, release. Breathing in, sweep both arms out and up. Find tall mountain. When you arrive, interlace your fingers and turn your palms to face up. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And take a moment to bring your attention down into your feet and press firmly. Engage your legs, engage your core. And then on an exhale, tip to your right. Place the weight into your left foot. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, tip to the left. Place the weight in the right foot. Inhale, rise. Let's do that one more time. Little side bend. Listening to your body. Finding your edge, that place where effort meets comfort. When you come back up, draw the palms together. And as you exhale, bend your elbows. Bring the hands back toward the nape of your neck. Press into your palms here. Breathing in, arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, look up. Exhale, hinge from the waist as you fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. And exhale, fold. And then we'll carefully walk the hands forward, back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the toes. Exhale, lower the knees. And let's take a moment to sit back and rest in child's pose. And when you arrive in child's pose, your choice, knees can be hips width or the knees can be wide so your torso can fall between the thighs. Arms can be forward or arms can rest back by your side. And just take a moment here to connect with your breath. Finding its natural flow. Notice if the breath feels labored. And if so, maybe taking some release breaths. When you're ready, let's rise back up to downward facing dog, and we'll prepare to do a little pigeon series. So inhale, right leg rises, and as you exhale, sweep the right knee toward the right hand, right foot over toward the left hand. Now walk your left leg back as far as is comfortable. Gaze back and make sure that it's in alignment with your hip. Now if you're having any discomfort here in pigeon pose, you can take a blanket, a pillow, or a block and slide it under your right hip if you need that extra support. But again, be where you are and make sure your pelvis is forward facing the front of the mat. Walk your hands back, strengthen through your core, roll your shoulders back as you lift your heart. Now you can pause here for a moment, expanding your breath. And then exhale, we'll hinge from the waist, starting to walk the hands forward. And you can stay on the hands for support if you feel like that's where you are and that's where your edge is asking you to stay. Or maybe coming onto the forearms, maybe resting the forehead down on stacked forearms. Be where you are. Find the position that's appropriate for your body. Keep your left leg engaged here, pressing down into the mat. And breathe in pigeon pose. And then breathing in, we'll slowly rise, again lifting the heart, rolling the shoulders back. And then let's plant the palms, tuck your left toes, press back to downward facing dog. Now we're going to do a little counterbalance for that. So inhale, right leg rises again. Now open the right hip skyward, bend your right knee, and send that right foot over to the left side of your mat. Keep your shoulders square. So if your right shoulder is lifting, ground it back down so it's parallel. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, bring it back down to the mat. Breathing in, left leg rises. Exhale, sweep the left knee to the left hand, left foot over toward the right hand as you slowly lower down. Now walk that right leg back as far as is comfortable, making sure it's in alignment with your hip, pressing down and engaging, and then walking your hands back, lifting your heart. Connect with your breath and this sense of grounding, feeling the strength of your body, and just still noticing whatever's showing up for you without judgment. And as you exhale, slowly folding down, finding a position that serves your body in this moment. And breathe. Breathing in, slowly walk our way back up. Take your time, walking the hands back, lifting the heart, and then exhale, planting the palms in front of you, tucking the right toes, shift back, downward facing dog. Let's take a moment, ground the weight into the right foot. Inhale, left leg rises, open that left hip, bend the knee, sending the foot over to the right side. And again, don't let that left shoulder rise. Ground it back down. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, lowering it to the mat. Inhale, roll up onto the balls of the toes. And exhale, lower the knees down to the mat. Now let's slowly walk our hands back. You can keep your toes tucked if you'd like. Just take a moment to sit up and stretch the feet out. If this is too intense for your feet, you can untuck your toes for a moment. And just allow your attention to flow through your body. Again, scanning and noticing what's there. Yoga is so powerful because it allows us to really tap in to this present moment awareness of our body and our mind and our emotions and whatever might be there. You can untuck your toes here, taking a moment to sit in a rock pose. So your heels are under your sitting bones. And just rest your palms down on the thighs for a moment as you lengthen through your spine. Perhaps closing the eyes. Let your attention come back to your breath. Just watching whatever's happening. If the mind is chattering, just noticing that. Letting your awareness become open. So not trying to get rid of any thoughts, not trying to change anything that's happening in your experience, just observing and looking at whatever's there, whether it's a sensation, a feeling, a thought, a distraction, like a sound. Just noticing and opening up that field of awareness for a moment. Yoga is the science of self-realization. It teaches us how to calm our nerves and center ourselves so we can tap into the expansiveness and connect to this sense of awareness of what's happening as it's happening without judgment. When you're ready, we'll sit off to the side, or you can cross your ankles as you sit back and swivel your legs forward. And we'll find Paschimottanasana Pose. So zipping legs together, maybe knees are bent if need be. Toes are pointed skyward. Inhale, arms sweep forward and up. As you exhale, hinge from the waist and fold forward, bringing the hands to wherever it's accessible. Shins, ankles, feet. Keep the hands wherever they've landed, and on the inhale, lengthen through the spine, straighten the arms. And then exhale again, hinging from the waist as you fold back in. And breathing here, softening through your upper body. Softening through the face and jaw. And let your attention move to those places that are feeling tight. Breathe into those spaces. Balancing the effort of being in the pose with a sense of surrender. And notice if thoughts pop up or a pattern of thinking. What is it that you're holding on to? Is there stressful thoughts or worries that you're holding on to? Can you offer them up and let them go? Or can you just be with it in the moment as it's happening, noticing it without judging? And then breathing in, let's slowly walk our way back up. Let's bring the hands to the mat behind you. Fingers are still pointing forward. Hands are about shoulders width distance. Bend your knees, place the feet on the floor, and then inhale, lift your pelvis, press into your hands. Now you can stay here, maybe reaching the head back slightly if that feels supportive on your neck. Staying strong through the arms and your core. If you'd like, you can come into a full upward plank by straightening the legs, bringing the heels to the mat, pointing the toes forward, and keeping the pelvis lifting and strong. Remember, you can come out whenever you need to. One more breath if possible. And then as you exhale, slowly sitting down, lengthening through the spine. Let's take a few shoulder rolls here. And then we'll make our way down onto our back on the mat. As the feet arrive on the mat, take a moment to rock your knees from right to left. Nice little massage for the low back. And then come back to stillness. Let's bring both legs down to the mat. Reach the arms back behind you. Strengthen your core, engage your legs, point your toes skyward. And on an exhale, lift your left leg, right arm. And on an inhale, release. Exhale, right leg, left arm. Inhale, release. And if you want to change the pace of the breath, you can do so. listening to your body, just moving at a pace that feels appropriate for you right now. Knowing that if this is creating any twinges or pain in your lower back, maybe you just lift the knee instead of lifting that straight leg. So knowing that's a form or a way that you can modify if that feels better for you. And if you're fine just lifting that straight leg, you can continue to do that. A few more of these contralateral lifts. And then we're going to try it all together. So pause for a moment, just relax. Soften your body, give it a little rest. And then draw your legs together. Strengthen and engage. Now when you try this, if this creates too much pressure, pain, pinching for your low back, come back to do the contralateral version. Either on an inhale or an exhale, whatever feels most comfortable for you, lift your legs, lift your arms. And then slowly release. Take your time. Again, if this doesn't serve you, if this is too much for your lower back, try to go back to the right leg, left arm, and then vice versa. Let's try one more. And then let's relax here for a moment. Receive a breath in. Let it go. And then we'll come into a little alligator twist. So let's pull the right knee into the chest. Place the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right arm comes down to the floor in alignment with the shoulder. Swivel the hips to the right. And then gently draw that left leg, left knee over to the right. Now, if you'd like, you can slide your left shoulder to the left a bit to give you some space. And then take a look over the right shoulder. Expansive breaths. And then breathing in, slowly coming back to center. Pull the right knee back in towards your chest. Let the left knee come in to meet the right, and then guide the right leg down. Place the right hand on the outside of the left knee, left arm on the floor in alignment with your shoulder. And again, pick up your pelvis, shift it to the left, and then as you exhale, guide the right knee over, left knee over to the right. You can gaze over your left shoulder and breathe into your body. Breathing in, coming back to center, pulling that left knee in. Bring the right knee in to meet the left. Pump the knees in and out a few times, giving the low back a little release. And then we'll find happy baby, pulling the knees toward the armpits, arms come between the legs, grab a hold of the feet as you draw your thighs toward the mat. Maybe a little rock from side to side here. Eventually finding stillness. And then on an exhale, slowly releasing the feet down. Rock the knees from side to side. And then we'll take a quick bridge pose. So bringing the heels back so they line up under the knees, their hips width distance apart. Arms by the sides, chin is slightly drawn in to feel that length through the back of the neck. Breathing in, engage your core, engage your legs as you lift your pelvis skyward. Maybe reaching back for the ankles here, maybe interlacing the hands underneath of you as you squeeze your shoulder blades in and lift your pelvis higher. Don't let the knees splay out here. Keep them in alignment with your hips, nice and strong through the lower body. And then on an exhale, release the arms out as you lower the spine down. Step your feet out as wide as the mat. And then again, swivel the knees to the left, swivel the knees to the right. Do this a few times. Again, the feet are about the width of the mat. And you're just swiveling the knees from side to side. And then bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall out and away. Place the hands on your belly. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. Bring the attention back into this moment. Maybe feeling the rise and the fall of the belly with your breath. Maybe intentionally sending that breath down into your belly. So on the inhale, you're feeling it expand outward. And on the exhale, you're feeling the navel squeeze all the air out. This is a really beneficial practice, this belly breathing or this diaphragmatic breath. There's a large amount of nerve ganglia that exists here in our digestive system. And so when we do these deep belly breaths, one, it has the ability to soothe the nervous system, sending us into a parasympathetic or a rest and digest response. It can help aid in the digestive process just by taking these deep breaths into the belly. And it's wonderful for stress relief. Just allowing yourself to come into the moment. Focusing, being present. Let's place the hands on the outer thighs, drawing the legs back together as if you're closing a book. Maybe a little rock of the knees side to side, or maybe a little pull of the knees in and out, depending on what your body needs. And then we'll prepare for Shavasana. If you need low back support, placing pillows underneath of the thighs. Otherwise, bringing the legs down to the mat. Let the feet fall away. Relax your arms, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. And closing the eyes. Bring all of your attention to those parts of the body that are resting on the earth below you. Drop any effort or control with your breath. Let it come back to its natural rhythm, its natural cadence. And just let the weight of the body melt away into the mat. If the mind is feeling busy and you need to give it something to do, let it focus either on the breath or the sound of a mantra. So hum. Inhaling so, exhaling hum. And then let that mantra fade into silence and deep relaxation. Receive a breath in. Let it go. And take your time bringing very gentle, mindful movement back to your body. Whatever feels appropriate right now, slowly opening, reawakening into this moment. You can gently bring the feet back to the mat, rolling over onto one side. Then take your time as you press your way back up to a comfortable seated position. And as you arrive here, feeling free to sit up on a pillow or a blanket if you have it. We'll draw the hands together at the heart and we'll close with the sound of Om. Receiving a breath in to begin. The light in me honors and respects the light in each of you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today. Namaste. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here today. I hope you're taking good care of yourselves. Hope you're getting out and getting some fresh air while practicing this social distancing. And if anybody needs anything, feel free to reach out. I've got lots of tools for various things, stress reduction and management, finding balance with mental, emotional things that are happening through different yogic practices and mindfulness meditation. And I'm happy to share any tips or techniques that I have with all of you as we have this extended quarantine until the end of April. So I greatly appreciate you guys being here. Thanks, Leah, for tuning in. I'm offering these classes freely because I know everybody needs them right now, but I'm also accepting donations. So if you feel like you'd like to donate, I truly appreciate that. If you're unable to, I absolutely understand that as well. Know that you can always share these videos, and I'm keeping a log of all of these videos in my group, Lindsay Jameson Yoga and Mindfulness, so you can always come back and rewatch these videos and take these classes whenever you'd like. Please feel free to do that. Make sure you're getting that good self-care in that you need. And so again, thank you so much for being here. The next class will be tomorrow. I'm teaching a mindfulness class at noon through Mellow Massage and Yoga. It's just a half-hour mindfulness class if you'd like to give that a try. Or I'll be doing mantra meditation here on Facebook Live at 1 o'clock tomorrow. So teaching different techniques to help calm and still the mind and restore balance into the nervous system. And then on Thursday, so tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, I'm teaching at Mellow as well, doing an all levels yoga flow through Mellow Massage and Yoga. And I'll be back on Facebook Live on Friday morning at 10 a.m. for a mindful flow. So if you find that you have any requests for things that you want to see online, please feel free to let me know. I'm hoping to plan another shamanic journey session sometime soon. But if you have anything you'd like to learn, please feel free to reach out and let me know. I'm also developing some art and mindfulness classes right now too. So stay tuned. Again, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. Take good care and I'll see you soon.